Welcome guys to our YouTube channel. Myself Mugundu Tamli. I am a cybersecurity analyst and a part-time digital forensic enthusiast. So most of the time you people heard that the forensic investigators who work with police or corporates, they collect evidences, right? And they acquire the data. But do you know why they tell that we collected the image? Why they don't say that we collected the data? If you see that they will always tell that we collected the image, we created the forensic image. So today we will gonna see what is forensic image, how to do it, and we will going to break it down, the word forensic image. So basically any forensic investigator or a forensic person always do the imaging. We basically say it as imaging. We not say copying of data, because when we copy data, why we are going to copy data? Because we want the data. Let's say you copy some photos, some images from a pen drive to your disk or to your phone. But do you know, when you copy the data, you only copy the actual data. But what about the blank spaces? Suppose your mobile have 120 GB of storage. There are 60 GB of data. You copy, only the 60 GB data will get copied. What about the rest of 60 GB? This is blank, but in normal term it is blank. Actually, there are some sectors. If any data was there, the data is removed, but the pointers and storage all are occupied. So basically, when we are going to do our imaging, we basically collect the data as well as the blank spaces, and in the blank space also contains every sector, some bad sector if it is there or not. That's why for any forensic investigation, we doesn't copy the data. We also copy that. We basically do also copy the blank spaces. That is why we tell it as forensic image. Because if someone stores some data and deleted it, after that, if we just copy, we can't retrieve the deleted data. But if we do the imaging, we can get the data pointers, which can lead us to further investigation. So I have cleared why the forensic experts use imaging rather than copying data. So let's jump to our computer screen and let's see how we can create the forensic image. Okay, so let's continue with the imaging. Okay, till now we know that imaging we use to create forensic images, because if we just copy the data from a forensic crime scene or a evidence, we only copy the data. But when we do the imaging, we copy everything, including the blank spaces, bad sectors and everything. So let's start with the imaging. So for imaging, we are going to use the access data FTK imager, and you can find it if we just go access data FTK imager. If you just Google it, it is from Xtero. Okay, so this company created the access data FTK imager. Okay, but apart from this, there is also a free download because it is a paid, and we got a version, okay, that is free. Okay, you can just go here on the software.informa site, click on the download. There's a little ads, then you can download now, or you can download this 3.1.2 version also. That is very good to use, and for basic imaging anytime it is good. So I already have installed, so you can see that. So let's start the access data FTK imager. So this is the interface when we start the access data FTK imager. Now for imaging, we will first go to the file. There is an option create disk image. We'll click there. Now it will give us the option to choose, like is it the evidence sources, is it physical drive, it is logical, or it is an image file, or it is only a particular folder, okay, or it is from any CD or DVD. Let's going with the physical drive. I'm clicking on next. So this is my SSD of the system, but I also plugged the pen drive, and I will choose that because the SSD of my own device will take a lot of time. So I am going with the pen drive. Okay, and you can see the file explorer that I already have a pen drive located here. Okay, so then we will do the finish. Now it is the image source. Now we have to add the image destination. When we are going to add the image destination, if we click on the add, you will see that there are image types: raw, smart, E01 and AFF. Raw is basically used in Linux systems, okay, but raw has a problem. Raw does not support the metadata, okay, it does not copy the metadata. I hope everyone know that what is a metadata. It is the data about the data, okay. Let's say it is the data about my disk, okay. Then there is smart we can use right now, and there is E01. This is used by professional softwares like Ncase is a professional forensic software. They basically use the E01 format. Then there is AF. Basically for different vendors there are different, and for AccessJet FTK man imager there is AD1 also. So right now we are going with the smart. Then I will click on the next. Then I have to provide the case number from which case evidence. So let's do it as case number will be, let's say, new PD means pen drive, okay. Then evidence number, let's say PD001, description pen drive, examiner, let's say I'm giving my name here as examiner, note, I'm just leaving this as black. Now I will click on next. Then it will show me the image destination folder. Now let's say I'm choosing, let's say on the desktop, choosing it. Then I will create a new folder here as let's say forensics, okay. Let me rename it, okay, my bad, okay. So I'm going to rename and let's say PD forensics. Okay, I'm choosing this folder, okay. So it's PD forensics. Oh sorry, I did a typo. I have to change it once again. Yeah, it's just to be forensics. So this is a typo, okay. So PD forensics, browse in the desktop. There is, let's say in the desktop there is PD forensics. I will choose that. Now image file name, so I am giving it as PD001 as file name. Now image fragment, this is a fragment size, but it is for raw, E01 and AFF, so we don't have to worry about this. And this is the compression size, okay, how much the thing will compress. I am leaving it with 6, that is by default. Now I am going with finish. After I click the finish, there is PD001, that is a smart format. Then I can click on start. So now the process will begin of the imaging. Okay, so imaging is done. Now it is basically verifying with all the hashes and all the parts. It is created the image, okay, because when it's doing the imaging, it is basically dividing it into multiple small sectors, and now it is basically verifying all the sectors are correct or not. So let's say it will finish. Okay, so you can see that the result is out here. This is the hash, verified result match, name, sector count. There are this much of sectors, okay, no bad sector is there, and these are basically the hashes, okay, through which we are basically can check that the evidence we collected is actually from the correct evidence, okay, there is no duplicity. So let's close this, it is also closed. Now let's minimize it, and you can see that if I open the PD forensics, there are multiple files, and let's say I opening this file. So you can see created by access data FTK imager, information where it is stored, the device info, cylinders, types per cylinder, okay, then acquisition started, the time and the finished, okay. Now MD5 checksum the hashes after computation, because to verify the evidence is correct, it is not from another device, we have to use the hash. Now verify result, it is also verified and verified. So after creating, it is basically verified all the images. So this is the way we basically create an image for any device, and there are other options. We see that logical, so you can create the logical partition or forensic image of a logical partition. Now in the next video we're gonna see how to read these images and to acquire data from the images. Okay, till then, bye. Okay, have a nice day.